Hi everybody, Mr. Matas here. So some of you have been wondering, when is he going to give us something to do with our clay, right? I totally feel you. So that's today. So I just finished off making up the video and everything, so I just got to put things together. But what we're going to be doing is we're going to be making a small, cute little mug, okay, using the oil clay. You will not be able to drink out of this, okay, so keep that in mind. But we are going to be making a little mug. This is just learning the technique this time. For the next one, I'm going to show you how to make it look a little bit prettier, I guess you could say. Make it look kind of nicer. All right, so this is what we're going to be making. Okay, pretty easy stuff to do. One piece of clay. I will show you all of it. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the materials that you need, okay? All right. So here's what we're going to need. You're going to need either some parchment paper or some wax paper. Wax paper is better. We're not going to be using a lot, and we're going to be able to reuse it as we keep going, okay? So again, parchment paper or wax paper, but wax paper is better. Okay, we're going to need a sheet of that, okay? So that's number one. The other thing we need is, believe it or not, we are going to need a blow dryer. We're not going to ruin it. We're not going to get anything on it. We just have to be careful with it. What we're going to use it to heat up our oil clay. Which brings me to the next thing is, in our bag, we've got a piece of PVC. That's going to be like a rolling pin for us. Obviously, our wire cutter, so we can cut it easily. We've got a nice little baggie of tools, so that way we're not using any of our utensils that we have at home or anything like that, okay? And then we're going to be having our oil clay that's inside the bag. Keep it in the bag until I ask you to take it out, okay? We're also going to be needing some paper, all right? So, no, you don't need this much, just a couple sheets, all right, in case you make some mistakes. And then you are going to be needing a pencil because we are going to be drawing a little bit. And I don't have my pair of scissors here, but you are going to be needing a pair of scissors. All right. Boom, there's my pair of scissors. All right, so I'm going to need a pair of scissors. They don't have to be exactly like this, okay? Just a pair of scissors. Pencil, and that should be good. So I'm going to let you go ahead and get that stuff, so then that way we're all ready, okay? So go ahead and get your stuff and meet me back over here. All right, so these are the first things we're going to need. Are going to be our pair of scissors, our pencil, and a piece of paper, okay? So I'm going to take one piece of paper. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this. I'm going to take one corner here, okay? And I'm going to fold it over so I could create like a triangle here, right? Now some of you have done origami before know that this is a way to make a square, okay? So I'm going to come in right in here, see? So see how I folded it over, okay? Then what I like to do is I like to fold this over here, so then that way I have a nice crease, okay? Because I'm going to cut that piece off, okay? See? Grab my scissors, I'm going to cut it right off. Okay, that's not perfectly straight, it's fine. I'm not going to need this right now. So then now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and fold it the other way. There we go. Now I got a little triangle, right? Okay, see that? Now comes the tricky part. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to bring these two parts together. You see that? So again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up, right like that. Then see right here? I'm going to bring those two together like this. See? And then I bring it down and I fold it. What? Yep. Okay, so what I did there is I just created a triangle. Okay, then from here, this is important, okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this top part about halfway down, okay, see that, halfway down, put a nice little crease. If anything, I might take the back of my scissors, do that, then I'm going to flip it and do it again on the opposite side, here, so I get a nice crease. Cool, once that's done, now I'm going to open it up. When I open up the piece of paper, I have a nice square right in there. Okay, see that? And then what I'm going to do from here, I'm going to take my pencil, right? I'm going to draw a couple lines straight up, well, not straight up, slightly curved, from the square corners here and here turn my paper here and here, here and here. Got it? See that? And I'm going to cut along those lines. Cool. See? So I don't need this anymore, so now I'm going to move this over here. Okay, so I've got this stuff right here. Believe it or not, what we're going to use this for is, this is going to be a template, and eventually we're going to make ourselves a little cup out of clay. All right, cool. So that's what we need to get to. So go ahead and take your time to get to that part, and I'm going to show you the next steps, okay? All right, for this next part, we're going to need our blow dryer. We're going to need our clay, our rolling pin, which is the PVC, our wire cutter, and a piece of the wax paper. As you can see, I put that down. You can see based on my the size of my hair dryer how big of a piece of wax paper I have. It's almost like 3 hands widths wide as well. Okay, so it's not a small piece. All right, and we're going to need this to heat this up. So I'm going to first of all move it off to the side, so that way I can use it when I need it. Okay. Keep your area clean. Do not be working on a rug. All right. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to chop up some of this clay. Okay. So I come in here. I'm just going to pull it through. Okay. You can see I got a nice big chunk right there. Right. That's pretty good. That's not bad. All right. I don't have to wedge this like I did the other clay. All right. Now I'm going to come in here and I'm going to grab some more. Cool. I'm going to lay that down right there. Now, we'll see if that's enough for me right now. I'm going to take this big chunk and I'm going to move it off to the side. I'm going to put it in my bag so I don't ruin anything else. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about a minute or two and I'm going to heat up my clay with my blow dryer, okay? I'm not going to be putting it really close, okay, but I'm not going to be really far away. I'm going to be right about here, and you're going to see me moving it around. Okay, maybe even moving the clay around a little bit just to get it nice and even in there. Okay, oops, just drop some stuff. All right, so that's what I'm gonna do. Okay, so that took me a couple of minutes. So make sure, see how much softer it is now? Isn't that cool? Yeah, heat helps do that, okay? So if it's still a little bit hard in a couple areas, well, just spray it a little, or use your blow dryer a little bit more on it. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this, and I'm actually going to kind of start to flatten my clay, right? Like a slab roller, right? So notice how I kind of start in the middle, and I push down and away, all right? Okay, push down and away. See? Now, if it gets a little hard, well then yeah, go ahead and use your blow dryer on it, okay? And what I'm trying to do is I'm going to try to get it flat enough so that way, and big enough that I'm going to be able to actually put down my template on top of it, which is this. See? So I'm this side is pretty good. I got a little bit more to go here and there, all right? So that's what I'm going to be doing, okay? That's what I'm trying to do. So you can see that I've got this pretty much to the right size, as close as possible. You saw that I had to add some more clay here and there, but I didn't actually just grab from my large chunk, I actually grabbed from my extra pieces that I had in here. Now I'm going to be using one of my cutting tools. I'm either going to be using this tool or this tool right here. It doesn't really matter which one you use. You just want to make sure it's something that you could cut with. Okay. You know what? I think I'm going to try the. I'm going to go with this one because it's thinner. Okay. There we go. Cool, right? I've got my shape right there. I'm pretty excited about that. Okay, so then now from here what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start to fold my pieces together. I'm going to use this to kind of wedge or weld some things together. Okay, but it's pretty easy. From here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to lift up my 4 sides. Okay, so I'm going to lift up one side here, lift up my other side here, right? Bring them together right in here. Okay, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pinch on the outside here. All I'm doing is pinching on the outside. I'm going to lift these up here. Going to pinch on the outside. Okay, going to pinch on the outside. All right, pinch on the outside. Now what you should see is I've got myself a nice little, kind of almost like a little cube, right? With an open side. But now what I'm going to be able to do is see these right in here. I'm going to close these up a little bit more. So I'm going to come in here, going to pinch them a little bit more, holding on the inside. So I pinch them, then I'm going to smoothen them out. All right. So now from here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to kind of customize a little bit. So I'm going to kind of pinch in on these corners here, just to kind of make it a little bit rounder towards the base. And I'm going to kind of squeeze in and just kind of mold it around that way. See, so it's kind of like a little bit more of a pocket, right? And that's my first one. Okay, pretty cool, right? That didn't take very long. Okay, so that's my first one. We're going to be doing a couple of these, all right? Because the first one is all about learning the process. And then later on, I'm going to be showing you how to actually add some texture and some technique or some surface texture to this, all right? Normally, I would clean up the inside as well if I was working with clay, something I'm going to be able to drink out of or use. But this is just an exercise in this. This is actually how we would do things with clay as well. Okay, the only difference is that this is a lot stickier, okay, and it's oil clay. The other clay, well, it's ceramic, so it uses water, and then we'd actually be able to fire and drink out of it after we glaze it. This we cannot do that with. We cannot drink out of this. We cannot eat out of this, okay? So, cool. Well, make one, and then we'll move on to the next one, okay? Cool. All right.